सेट नहीं किया तो नहीं होगा. How many of you love reading books? Okay, only 4 people. Okay, matter of concern. But I'm gonna recommend anyways. There's a book called Mindset, Mindset, by a person named Dr. Carol Dweck, and I highly recommend that you get this book and read it. You want to read it on Kindle, you want to get the physical copy, because Dr. Carol Dweck has done a lot of research. And Dr. Carol Dweck was a teacher in United States, and they found out that कि जहाँ भी डॉक्टर कैरल ड्वेक जाती हैं बच्चों के ग्रेड्स बढ़ जाते हैं. She was in Chicago. Chicago, अगर if you know in US, is a very crime prone area. वहाँ पे बहुत सारा crime होता है. So जो पहले the grades were way too low. But after Dr. Carol Dweck went there, grades went up. She went to New York. Same thing happened in New York. सब लोगों के grade बहुत, बच्चों के grade बहुत कम थे, and it went up. So they did the research. What is it that makes the grade go up everywhere, anywhere? And that's where they come up with this term called growth mindset. Have you heard that term, growth mindset? Okay, I'll give you one quick example. How many of you feel you are not successful? You can be honest, right? Thank you. When I say honest, and let's change it to say, how many of you feel you are not successful yet? Almost everybody, right? What changed? What changed with that one word? Whenever you are telling anything to yourself, make sure you are very, very watchful. Because as they say, I think it was this great fighter from Hollywood who said that no, even when, not Mike Tyson, it was somebody else, I forgot the name. Even when you are having a joke about you, don't say anything negative about you, because your body doesn't differentiate whether it's a joke or a serious thing. So if you say that, okay, I'm not good enough, I am not capable, I can't tell stories, I can't speak better, I can't write my exam, start to get into your body, right? So how many of you promise that from now onwards, if you don't learn anything from this session, I don't really care, but if you learn this one thing, that from now on, you will tell better story about you to yourself. How many of you are going to do that?
My best.
Will
try my best.
That's what. That's the thing. You can always try and better. And yes, you will make mistake, but you can check that, okay, I'm telling bad story to myself. This is not how I want to treat myself. And you can always get better. All right? Okay, something useful for you all. So what is a story in interviews? A moment, an action, a realization, a direction, right? So a lot of people think that for interview you need to have very polished story, but that is again a misconception. You need to tell real authentic story. Why? Why you need to tell real authentic story? Okay, how many of you have younger siblings or cousin or anyone, and they come to you and they try to say a lie and you are able to instantly find out, right? So the interviewer is there before you, right? Yes, we all are lie detector. We can easily find out the lie, and if they find out, then the whole interview will be about that only, right? A good way to do interview is make sure you're giving pointers to interviewer that you want to talk about. So let's say you are very good at subject ABC. You want to focus on that because you want interviewer to ask question from that subject. If you're not good at DEF, you don't want to talk about that, right? This is a quick example of how you can focus your interviewer towards what you want them to tell.